So, you may notice something a little bit different about the setup. Well, as it turns out, I moved house finally! Yes, I'm out of my parents' house and I'm now living with my boyfriend, Mr. Kino. And we're having a really great time. We're still like sorting things out where everything goes, so my setup is probably going to change in the next couple of videos. And I just realized, what is my hair doing? Whatever, doesn't matter, I'll fix it. So anyways, time and time ago, when I first started this channel, I did a video called My Childhood Through Mario Games, where I went through absolutely every single Mario game I played throughout my life. And I talked about it, and it was a nice little conversation video, and I really had a fun time making it. So it dawned on me, since I've got into the habit of ranking things on my channel, I thought it'd be fun to rank every Mario game I've played since I was a child. So if you haven't seen the original video, I definitely recommend you guys go watch that. I had a lot of fun making it. It meant a lot to me. I loved talking about all those games I played as a kid. So definitely give it a watch. So let's get straight into the ranking, shall we? So the first game that I played when I was an itty bitty baby child was Super Mario Bros. Yes. I think the game itself is a bit of a B to A tier because, as I mentioned in the original video, I never actually finished this game. It was way too hard for me. Like, I was really young when I got this game. I'd say I was 5 years old. Yeah, I was 5 years old when I got my DS way back in 2008. I will finish this game eventually when I have the time and I get around to it. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now, so I just have no time to do it. But I promise you guys, I will finish it. So I never finished the main story, but however, the mini games that came with the game, like had the little mini game section where you could play in like the casino, do the puzzle games, and all the other stuff. They were goated. I loved those mini games with all my heart. Like, I will admit, I will fired up my old DS a couple months ago, and I started playing the mini games, and I was absolutely unreal at them. I genuinely could not put it down. I spent way too much time playing those mini games, if I'm honest with you guys. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. DS, pretty good game overall. I think I'm going to be giving it 3 stars. Also, just wanna say, and before you guys get all up in arms, do not come for me. These are just my opinions. I'm not fighting anyone on it, okay? Like, just putting that out there because the internet might do an internet, so moving on. I got this game at the same time as I got Mario Bros. DS. Next game is Mario Kart DS. This is the game that started my Mario Kart obsession. I think the game itself is pretty strong and it has absolutely amazing courses. Like, when they added like some of the DS courses into Mario Kart 8, I was absolutely delighted. I absolutely love all the courses in Mario Kart DS. Like, I don't know what they were smoking when they came up with all these courses, but absolutely yes, I'll take your entire stock. Battle mode in this game is also really great too. Like, I have so many memories with Mario Kart on the DS. Like, they don't do it much anymore, but when I was a kid, when I was in primary school, on the last day before summer holidays, they used to let us bring in a toy or whatever, and a lot of us brought in our DS's, and we all had huge Mario Kart battles. We'd be in groups of 8 and we'd all be playing against each other in Mario Kart. It was so much fun, and I would just love to go back to those kind of days like that because it was probably one of my favorite childhood memories out there. But, you know, as time went on, teachers were like, no, you're not allowed to bring your DS's because people were using the chat rooms, and like, you know, they didn't like that, so of course good things had to be ruined, but whatever, it's fine. Look, Mario Kart DS is definitely one of my favorite childhood games ever, so I think this game definitely deserves at least a 3.5 stars. Next game we have is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Now, I just want to say I absolutely sucked at this game. I was terrible at it. Like, I don't know why I was so bad at this game. I absolutely loved all the dream events in this game. Like, I think it's just the dream events in these games in general, I prefer them. I just find them so much fun. They're so colorful. I just love them all so much. I think my favorite event in the dream events in this game would be the dream events basketball. And I remember specifically it was the mode, I can't remember if there was different modes or not, but it was the one where the basketball hoops had wings and they were flying around and you had to like try like throw the basketball in the hoops and you get power-ups and stuff. Like, it was just so much fun. I absolutely loved it to pieces. I also really loved the dream long jump, I believe, where you have to like navigate through the courses, like, and try not to fall in the water, like that kind of stuff. Loved it. Was I great at it? No, but I loved it regardless. This game was also my introduction to the Sega characters. It really broadened my horizons when it came to video games, because up until this point I only had experience with Mario games and like Nintendogs and Cookie Mama. So, you know, my horizons needed to be broadened. Not that I played any of the Sonic games ever, which I probably should do. You know what? Maybe I will do that eventually. But, you know, it broadened my horizons, it introduced me to the Sega characters, and, you know, I owe a lot to that. So I'm going to give this game a 2 stars, which seems harsh, but I feel like if I replayed it, it probably would be higher. Next game I feel like is a bit of an obscure one. I feel like not a lot of people played this game. But the next game is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. This game was so different to anything else I played as a kid, because it was kind of like arcade style RPG kind of thing. I never finished it. I can't remember why. I think I couldn't get past a certain level. I feel like it was like the forest where like the toads were stuck in the trees. Like, that's just like that was super traumatizing. Like, it looked so scary. But yeah, I never finished it, which sucks, because I feel like I'd love to replay it now, but I have no idea where it is now. So, you know, oh well. I just want to point out, I just want all these games to be remastered on the Switch. Like, hello, like, that would be absolutely amazing. But what am I giving Mario and Luigi Partners in Time? I think it's going to be a 3 stars, because I never finished it, but I know if I played it now, I'd probably really like it. And, you know, I probably would be able to finish it, but, you know, coming from the heart as a child, 3 stars. I got pretty far, I think, all things considered. You know what, I don't want to know how far I actually made it, because it's probably embarrassingly close to the start. Okay, we're on to my favorite era when it came to childhood Mario games. We're into the Wii era. I just want to say the Wii to this day is probably still my favorite Nintendo console ever. Like, I don't know what it was about the Wii, it just had such good games. It was so much fun to play. I just loved every single part of it. Like, the Miis, the making your Miis, like, all that stuff was just so much fun. And I think this was the point where I was old enough to actually start being good at video games and stuff, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I will die on the hill that the Wii is the best Nintendo console. I'm saying right now that if they re-release the Wii or remastered the Wii, or even just like re-release all the Wii games on the Switch, Nintendo would make so much money, because the games and the vibes were just absolutely immaculate. Like, I have such fond memories of the Wii. Like, there'd be days it'd be pouring rain outside, me and my neighbours, we'd go to each other's houses, bring our Wii remotes, and we'd play the Wii for hours and hours on end, and it was just probably my favourite part of my childhood. So the Wii really does mean a lot to me, and like, these games I hold so near and dear to my heart. It's not even funny. Nintendo, please just re-release the Wii, or re-release all the Wii games on the Switch. Please, I'm begging you. This is me begging. Nintendo, please, if you ever hear this, please. Anyways, the first game I'm going to be ranking from the Wii era is Mario Kart Wii. This I genuinely think is my favorite Mario Kart game to ever exist on this planet. Like, she means so much to me. This Mario Kart game, it was my everything. It was my baby girl. Like, the tracks were amazing. It had unreal soundtrack. The character selection was absolutely fantastic. I loved it so much. I just want to point out, I was an absolute weapon at this game when I was a kid. Like, I know I talked about this in the original video that I made up talking about all the Mario games, but I booted up my Wii when I was like 15 or 16, and I went into the time trials on Mario Kart because I made a bet with someone that I had to beat them, and I was not losing because I do not like losing at all. I booted up the time trials just to see how good I could do. I set a time trial maybe when I was 8 or 9 years old. I couldn't beat it. No! I was an absolute weapon at this game when I was 8 or 9 years old. Like, maybe I was a bit out of practice, but no. I was scary good. Probably need to get a life. But I will say that I was delighted when they put tracks from this game into the DLC of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, they added Coconut Mall, Mushroom Gorge, like all my favourite tracks from the Wii into the DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and honestly I had the time of my life when I bought the DLC for the first time. So I think this Mario game definitely gets 4.5 stars. Next up we have Mario Bros. Wii. I will say, I never finished this game either. I don't know what it is with me and not finishing Mario Bros. Games. I don't know why, I just find them very difficult. I find them very difficult. I think I got up to like World 6. Whichever world is the jungle level, that's the one I got stuck on. Specifically the level where you're on a boat and enemies are falling onto the boat and the boat stops once it gets like more than 5 enemies on the boat. It was very difficult, and like I kept dying, and I don't think I ever would have passed it. But again, I feel like if I was to play it now, I would definitely finish it. Nintendo, please. Please, Nintendo. I love this game despite how difficult it was. It was one of those games where me and my neighbours would play for absolutely hours, and there'd be absolute carnage because we'd be throwing each other off the edges of the map, we'd be fucking not popping each other in the bubbles. I had so much fun. I loved it despite it being really hard. It was just a lot of fun to play. I will say the music for this game was absolutely banging. Multiplayer was fantastic. Just everything about it was amazing, and bring her back please. But yeah, this game definitely gets 4 stars. Next game, I feel like this is a little bit niche, but it is Mario Power Tennis. Like, we love her. She's niche, but I love her. She's so good. It's basically Mario meets Wii Sports Tennis. Like, you're playing as all your Mario characters and you get like special power-ups and like special moves, that kind of stuff. Like, the special moves were really good. Like, I mained as Princess Peach and I loved her special moves so much. It was just I love her. I spent hours at this game. I just loved it so much fun. I had so much fun playing in tournament mode. I loved the opening cutscene, which is like 5 minutes long, and it like features the Wario Bros, and I found it super funny every time. Like, whenever I booted up this game to play it as a kid, I would watch the opening cutscene religiously. I loved it so much. But yeah, I think this game gets a 3.5 stars. The next game, I'm dying on the hill that it is the best Mario game ever. It is my favorite, and nothing's ever going to change that because, I don't know, there's just something about this game I hold so near and dear to my heart. I'm definitely going to get a tattoo for this game, or a tattoo symbolizing this game. I just love it so fucking much, and I feel like since I said it was the best Mario game ever, I feel like a lot of people will be like, no, you're wrong, it's actually this one. Well, it's my favourite to me, okay? It's the best one to me. I'm dying on that hill. Thank you, next. I'm not accepting anything else. The next game I'm talking about is Super Mario Galaxy. This was my first 3D Mario game I've ever played. I remember I got this game for my 7th or 8th birthday. I got this game. Oh my god, I fell in love with it since the fucking when you click on the Wii channel to play whatever disc you've inserted, since that moment I fell in love with this game. The soundtrack to this game is so beautiful. I love it so much. Like, I listen to this soundtrack like at least once a week. I'm obsessed with it. It's probably the best Mario like soundtrack ever, and I do not say that lightly. As well as the soundtrack being beautiful, the game itself looks absolutely stunning. Even on Wii graphics when I was a kid, it looked absolutely beautiful. And then when Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out with it remastered on the Switch with better graphics and stuff, it was beautiful, and I actually teared up when I played it after all those years, and it's just such a beautiful game, and I just hold it so near and dear to my heart. And I feel like every person has that one game they grew up with as a kid, and it's their favourite thing, and their love for it will never die. This is my game in that regards. It also has a beautiful story as well. Like, a lot of people say like, oh, Mario games aren't good for their story or whatever. This one I feel like is a bit different, because you get Rosalina's origin story, you get, I don't know, there's just so much more layers to this game than there is a normal Mario game, and I don't know, I just love it for that. And I think this game just altered my brain chemistry in a way that it's irreversible. It's for good. But I love this game so much. It introduced us to new characters, the galaxies are amazing, just new gameplay, like it being the first like 3D Mario game and stuff. It was just amazing, and I love it so much. So this game is an instant 5 stars. Nothing will ever change my mind. This game is amazing, and let that be that. I'm dying on that hill. I'm not accepting any other answers. That is it. Next we have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. I absolutely love the opening cutscene, and the soundtrack to this game is one of those games where like every time I booted it up I watched the opening cutscene because I just loved it so much. And honestly, it's just great. I love it so much. It gave me chills when I watched the opening cutscene after all these years, like when I was doing notes for the original like Mario video that I did. Like, I was taking notes and I was making notes, so I watched the opening cutscene and it actually gave me chills. That doesn't happen often. The gameplay for this game is just so fun. This is like my favorite Mario Sonic Olympic Games game. So yeah, it's just great. The dream events were so sick, and I say that leading on from my last game is because the dream ski jump was actually based in a level from Super Mario Galaxy. So like, absolutely amazing, bonus points 100%. I loved the customization that you can do for your skis, your snowboard and stuff. Like when you played as your Mii in this game, like I love the fact that you can design it and everything. It was just so much fun, and I love the creativity behind that. It was just a lot of fun, and it was just pure vibes, and I absolutely love games that are like that. So I think this game gets a 3.5 stars. Next game is, I'm pretty sure it's considered a classic, and maybe the best game out of all the games within this franchise, shall we say, like this specific part of the franchise anyways. The next game I'm talking about is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. A theme in a lot of these games that I'm talking about in this video is just the fact that I love the opening cutscene. Again, every time I boot it up, I watch the opening cutscene and stuff, the opening title theme or whatever it's called, and I had the best time. I loved like seeing all the characters go by. I loved the music, like the score for the opening like montage or whatever from this game gave Smash Bros. Ultimate a run for its money. Like, you'll never like compare to this like opening montage. I love Smash Brothers games, but this one takes the cake. I love it so much. This blew my mind as a kid. Like, this was my multiverse of madness. Like, it introduced me to so many different characters, and it broadened my horizons by, I don't even know Miles. This was such a cool game. I love playing the story mode and just playing with friends and stuff. It was just so much fun to bait the absolute shit out of each other in the game and in real life, because this game gets you heated or whatever. But the story mode was really fun. I never finished it, which makes me really sad because I just didn't have the time or whatever. But I just loved it so much, and my love for this game will live on. This is the best Smash game in my opinion. And I know followers of the Smash games, they're very protective of their opinions and their games or whatever. But this one is just beautiful. This game is getting a 4 stars in my opinion. Next up, a little bit of an obscure one, but not really, is Mario Sports Mix. I never owned this game, but I played it so much that it's still getting ranked. It's just basically Wii Sports but with Mario characters, so it's not really anything special, but it's still super fun to play, and I kind of wish I had it still just so I could play it and have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, there's not really much else to say about it, so yeah, it's 2.5 stars really. Now the next game will probably land me in a bit of hot water is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Controversial, but as I said before, I prefer Galaxy 1, which I think is a not very what's it called, a not very common opinion, shall we say. I never finished it because I didn't have time, and then by the time I actually wanted to get around to it, because it got really hard and I got stuck on a certain level, and I can't remember which one, but I got stuck, and then by the time I was old enough and probably capable enough to finish it, our Wii was packed away or it was broken or something, and it was packed away. Our Wii was up in the attic at this point, so I never got to finish it. But I appreciate that it's still an amazing looking game. The soundtrack's pretty good, Yoshi's in this one, all the galaxies are super cool, etc, etc. But I just prefer Galaxy 1. I do need a Switch remaster, however, just so I can go back and actually finish the game, because I feel now I'd give it a much fairer chance, because when I played it when I was a kid, I was expecting similar to Mario Galaxy 1, and I just was a bit disappointed because it was, I don't know, there was just something about it, it's not making me feel things as much as the first one did. Yeah, like I said, I know I'd absolutely eat it up if it came out on Switch now, and yeah, it's still a good game, it's still a really pretty game, but I just never finished it, and I never felt that connection that I did to the first Mario Galaxy game, so 3 stars, 3.5 stars it is, sorry. We're back to our Mario Kart games. The next game I'm talking about is Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. I was absolutely delighted when this dropped because I hadn't played Mario Kart for time at this point. Like I said, our Wii was packed away somewhere, and yeah, I needed Mario Kart in my life again. There's not much nostalgia for this one because it's still relatively new and stuff, but whatever. So there's really not much I could say about it. I still love this game. I still had a lot of fun playing it. Last year on holidays, me, my boyfriend, and 2 of our friends played Mario Kart on our 3DSs, and we just had such a fun time. It was 3 in the morning. We were baiting the absolute shit out of each other playing this game. It was just a lot of fun. I did kick ass, so there's that. But yeah, not much to say, so 3 stars. Next up, we have Smash Bros for the 3DS. I bought this game purely because my favorite character, Rosalina, was in it. It's still good, but it's no Smash Brothers Brawl, which is by far the best game in my opinion. It's pretty fun, but I never played it much. I played it a good bit, but I didn't play much of it, so it's kind of So yeah, 2 stars, please don't come for me. Next up we have Mario Odyssey. This game was the first game I owned on my Switch. It's absolutely stunning. I had a lot of fun playing this game. The worlds were absolutely incredible. I love the creativity behind the whole thing. It was just a lot of fun to play, and I really am excited to go back and play it again. It's actually a really good game. I got Mario Galaxy vibes from it, but nothing will ever be the same as that. I still had a lot of fun playing it. I loved it so much. I would highly recommend it if you haven't played it yet. Definitely. But yeah, if you didn't play Mario Odyssey before, definitely playing it. I would highly recommend it's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to give this game 4 stars. Next up, we had the blessing to our society that is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. When this came out and I was told it was a limited edition, I begged my parents to get it for me, and like unfortunately I went through something really traumatic when this game came out, and like my parents getting it for me was like a way for me to feel better. I talked about it in my original like Mario video, but basically what happened was I went undiagnosed with celiac for too long. I actually ended up being hospitalized because I lost so much weight. I was very small, I was very weak, I was very sick, and I spent a week in hospital on my own in 2020 during COVID, when like wasn't allowed any visitors. I was by myself. It was a very scary time, and like when I finally got out of hospital after a week, my parents got me this game to help me feel better, and like, you know, I'm very grateful that they did. And like, since it included Mario Galaxy, it meant so much to me that I could finally play Mario Galaxy as I was recovering, and it was a lot of fun, and it means so much to me. And I'm so grateful for my dad who actually got me the game, and I'm so happy I have it as well, because it was a limited edition, and I actually came across this game in like toy stores and secondhand stores. Like I saw it going for like over €100 somewhere, I can't remember, and like €90 secondhand, which is like not great when I got this game for like literally €60. But whatever. This game includes Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario 64. I still haven't played Sunshine or 64, but I can't wait to play it, and I'm cooking when it comes to things like that. It was such a smart idea on Nintendo's part to like put like, you know, the 3 big 3D Mario games like into the one, and I really hope I'd love for them to do it again. Like, I don't know, give us Super Mario Galaxy 2, like remaster Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I don't know, and another Mario Wii game or something in like a 3-pack. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun, and I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. Give us Galaxy 3 while you're on it and shove it in there as well. But yeah, this game means so much to me, and it helped me through some really tough times, so I'm going to give it 4 stars. The next game, when this game was released, or announced even, it rocked my world. The next game is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This game has so many characters. I genuinely need to play this game more, because I feel like I didn't do it justice, because I kind of stopped playing for a bit because I got bored of it. But this game has so many characters. I need to play it more, and I need people to play this game with, because I feel like it's a lot of fun when you play it with the right people. Because if you're playing on your own, it's kind of like, whatever, but playing with other people would be a lot more fun. Like, I'm just saying, it's no Smash Brothers Brawl, you know, so it doesn't even compare. So I think this game is 3 stars. And now we're on to our final Mario game, is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This game is absolutely stunning. I absolutely love the quality. I spent over 100 hours playing this game. I honestly, if you look at my stats like on my Switch, I think I played this game for like 158 hours or something. The DLC is definitely a must if you're like an older Mario fan like me and you were around since like the Wii times, maybe even before that. It's definitely a must, because there's so many new tracks, so many cool new tracks. They had a load of the Wii tracks, and they added 1 or 2 DS tracks in there. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely something you should invest in if you can, and it's so good for the multiplayer, and I love whipping out this game at parties. Like for my not 21st party, as I called it, like this party was me and my college friends, because my birthday's in May, and since our college friends, they're not from where we are and they live abroad and in different counties and stuff, they were going to be gone by the time my birthday rolled around. So I had a not 21st in the middle of April, just before exam time, where I had all my college friends over, and we had such a fun night celebrating my 21st. We put Mario Kart on like a on a projector and like a huge screen, and we absolutely kicked ass at that game. I had such a fun time. I'm really good at Mario Kart, so everyone was just getting annoyed that I was winning, and they were trying so hard to take me down, but they couldn't. It was just a lot of fun, and this game is it's just a lot of fun. And if you don't have this game and you have a Switch, please invest in it. You'll have a lot of fun playing it either by yourself, online, or with friends. It's just so much fun. So yeah, this game is definitely a 4 stars, I think. It's just so much fun, and yeah, it really is worth the time. So there we have it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here and you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell button to be notified when I decided to grace you with my presence again. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, my name will be on screen now. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, my name will be on screen now. I will see you really soon in the next video. Bye! I thought people were texting me because I'm important, but no, it's just my phone company. Okay.